Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this new Moto G Turbo Edition, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing. And this product is actually very similar to the Moto G 3rd generation, but Motorola has actually changed the chipset. This one runs on the more powerful Snapdragon 615 chipset. The Moto G3, which I reviewed earlier, runs on the Snapdragon 410 chipset. So let's do the unboxing. And here it just gives us a basic idea that it runs on the powerful 1.5 GHz Snapdragon 615 chipset. It also has turbo power. That means it has fast charging and it is IP67 certified. It sports a 5-inch screen, and that is again a 720p HD screen with Corning Gorilla Glass. It'll be interesting to see if this has a fast charger supplied. And here it says that it is 4G dual SIM and that octa-core processor regarding charging, and it also has a micro SD card. So let's open this up. And I believe this product, this Turbo Edition, was also launched in some other countries, but it's not available in every region. So here is the device itself. As you can see, we'll keep that to the side, and let's just look further. So the interesting thing is that we get the turbo charger. This is the similar charger that we actually saw with the Moto X style, and this is a fast charger. So this can charge it actually very quickly. And apart from the standard output at 5 volts, it can also output at 9 and 12 volts. So this is a fast charger. So separately, this is pretty expensive. So it's glad to see that Motorola is bundling this one in the box. And we also get headset, basic type, and that's it. So we don't get any extra USB cable with this one, just some pamphlets, and this power cable is actually attached, so you don't get a separate USB cable. So let me keep these things to the side. So as you can see, this is the Moto G Turbo Edition, and it is again IP67 certified, so it is sort of water resistant also, and if water falls on it, it should be fine. Let me try to take this off. And it has a 2470 milliamp hour battery, which we have to check how well the battery life handles, but it has fast charging. So let me just peel this off. And in terms of looks, I have to say it looks very familiar to the regular Moto G3. It's just that the processor is upgraded. Let's try to open the back. The back cover can be opened. We have an indent over here, so let me try to open that up. And as you can see, you can open it up, and it is a dual SIM device. As you can see, we can add our primary SIM over here, the secondary SIM over here, and we can also add a micro SD card. Micro SD cards up to 32 gigabytes are supported. And this is the 13 megapixel rear facing camera with dual LED flash, and the battery is actually sealed inside like the regular Moto G3. So in terms of looks, it's very similar to the Moto G3, and the build quality again looks nice. It feels nice. And on the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the secondary noise cancellation microphone, the power button, the volume rockers, and again as you can see, it feels nice in the hand because of this tapered down design. On the bottom we have the micro USB slot that will be used for charging, indent as I showed you to open the back cover, and on this end nothing. Let me actually try to boot this up. It sports a 5-inch 720p HD screen, and by the time it boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Moto G Turbo Edition is powered by the Snapdragon 615 chipset, which is actually an octa-core processor divided into 2 quad cores. The first powerful quad core is clocked at 1.5 GHz based on the ARM Cortex-A53, and the other quad core is clocked at 1 GHz. This is also based on the ARM Cortex-A53. That means it's 64-bit enabled. Regarding RAM, it has 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, a micro SD card. Moving to the screen, it has a 5-inch 720p HD screen with Gorilla Glass 3 protection. It also has IP67 certification. Regarding the camera, it has a 13 megapixel rear facing camera with dual LED flash. And moving to the front facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel shooter. It has a 2470 milliamp hour battery, and it also supports turbo charging. And regarding the availability, this product is sold in India via Flipkart for 14,500. I'll have links for Flipkart in the show notes. So if you're buying it from Flipkart, please use my link. It does help the channel. So we are set up, and again it says that it is IP67 certified. but make sure that the back cover is fitted properly. So it just shows you how to put it. And actually, let's look what is the Android version do we get with this one. And if we go to about, it's running on the Android version 5.1.1, which is Android Lollipop. But again, as it's a Motorola device, this one should also get the Marshmallow update very soon. So let me just go back and let me adjust the brightness a little bit. As you can see, let's go back. Let's look at the storage. And out of that 16 gigabytes, we get about 11 gigabytes of space free, and we can add a SD card up to 32 gigabytes. And as you can see, it also says USB OTG, so USB OTG is also supported. And again, it's very familiar to the Moto G3. We also have the adaptive brightness, that is sort of what do you say, auto brightness on these devices. And it's a comfortable phone in the hand. It's slightly heavy for a 5-inch device, but overall I would say very comfortable. If you have used the regular Moto G3, it is very similar to that. And again, we have some Google specific apps, the Play Store, and these are the apps that are preloaded. So we also have the FM radio on this one, and some Motorola apps like the Motorola Migrate. So these are the apps. So not a lot of bloatware, hardly any bloatware apart from this Moto specific apps. And as we are connected, let's fire up the web browser. And the biggest thing will be the Snapdragon 615 chipset. It will be interesting to see how it handles gaming, because the regular Moto G3, though it ran fine for the most part, I would say, but with some heavy games there was some lag in the games. And this is the default keyboard that we get, and we also have a number row, which is sort of interesting. And also I will definitely test to see if this device tends to exhibit any heating. Let's just go to full screen. So again, as expected, it's loading it fine. But regarding the screen, I would say again, it's a warm tone, so it's slightly on the yellow side. It's not totally yellow, but definitely the screen temperature is a little bit on the warmer side. Regarding the viewing angles, it is okay, but not the best that I have seen. But certainly a decent screen, but it's not pure white if you're looking for that. It has that warm tint in my opinion. Again, we have this multitasking tray over here, home button and back. Again, these are virtual buttons. Let's actually, let me try to play a YouTube video and let's see how is the speaker. Give me a second, guys. So I've just set up YouTube account. Let's just go to our own channel, that's Kiki Ranjit, and let's just try to play one of the videos, for example this Nexus 6P video, and let's see. I'll maximize it.
Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this Nexus.
Again, the speaker is only on this side, but as you can see, it's loud because it's a front firing speaker.
Actually a 12.3 megapixel shooter, and it also has dual LED flash.
Let me increase the
Whereas the
brightness.
front camera is an 8 megapixel shooter.
As you can see, it can go pretty bright,
videos
the screen.
with this Nexus 6P, and I'll show you all of them later on. But before that, let
me just get out. So the speaker is okay because it's a front firing speaker, but the speaker is only at the bottom. And interesting thing would be how it performs in gaming because of the powerful chipset, that's the Snapdragon 615. And I'll also test how quickly it charges, because now it supports the quick charging. The camera is again a 13 megapixel shooter. So this is the camera app. You can just tap and you can slide to zoom, and we also have the quick capture, that is twist, to open it up. So let me bring some objects nearby, and you just tap and it takes the pictures. As you can see, just tap in and it takes the pictures. But you can enable the tap to for changing the exposure. I personally like doing this, so you can adjust the exposure like this and take the pictures. Looks like the camera is very similar to what we have seen on the regular Moto G3. So looks like that. And again, the Moto G3 camera was good, so it should be the same with this one. I won't try to post a dedicated video regarding the camera performance, but I'll definitely try to test the gaming performance on this new Moto G Turbo Edition to see how it performs with heavy games. So guys, that's it for now for this unboxing and first look at this Moto G Turbo Edition. So if you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.